Hello, today I'm going to be changing out the front sight on a CZ75. This model is a CZ75BD. Comes with the standard white dot sight. I'm not too crazy about those. I like a fiber optic insert better. First thing you're going to do before working on any weapon, check it for clear. And then we have to remove the slide. To remove the slide, we're going to line up these two dots, pull it back slightly, line up these two dots, and then we have to remove the slide stop. You have to push through from the opposite side. I like to use a piece of plastic on there. Pops it up, remove the slide stop, put that to the side, and then the slide goes forward. Remove the springs, pull that out of the way, remove the barrel, pull that out of the way. Now I just have the slide. Okay, on this, it's held in place with a punch pin. So what we do is have to knock that punch pin out. I take a board, a 2x4, I drill a hole in it so I can punch pin. I can go right over the hole. So this way the punch pin has a place to go. Using a punch, a nice hammer, line it up over the hole, line that up, hold it, pop it out. Comes out pretty easy. The pin falls in there. We'll get that out, put that aside. Now we've got the sight. The sight is in a dovetail. What I do is I line it up on there, take the rubber end of the hammer, and just a couple of taps, front sight comes out. I like to clean it out a little bit before I do anything else. Right in there, you'll see there's some grease and oil in there. I just like to have it clean before I do anything more to it. Okay, I've got that. Front sight, when this goes on here, it's going to come with a fiber optic thread in there too, the rod. I pop that out. It's not put in there completely, so I'll put that aside for now. You can see the shape. Got a curved end, which matches the curved end on the slide. This will slide in there. It doesn't slide in just yet. What you're going to have to do is sand it down a bit. I find if you sand the bottom down, works best. You don't want to really change the bevel on the side, because if you see, there is a bevel on there. I don't know if you can see that. But I take it, I hold it the way I would, and I'll slide this back and forth on a piece of 400 grit sandpaper. You don't want to go too aggressive with the sandpaper because you don't want to take off too much. And you have to trial fit it a few times, before you get it just right. Thanks to the magic of time-lapse photography, I've already done that, and this will slide in now. I like to put a little Loctite in there, a little red Loctite. I've just put a drop in there. And that will hold the sight in slightly, but it will also keep the pin from falling out. I also slightly oiled every place I sanded, so Loctite will help hold the pin. I've sanded it down, and I can fit it in there most of the way. You can see there's a little bit more. I'm going to have to tap it in lightly. When you tap it in, don't use a metal hammer. The kit comes with a nylon punch. You can use that too. I like the nylon hammer. It seems to work a little bit nicer. And I'll slide that in until you can see there's a hole in there. And you can see once the hole is lined up. Let's see, that's lined up nicely. Now I can take my punch, or my pin, and punch it back in. Pin fits in there. Get it started, tap it a little bit, just make sure it's started. Okay. Take my punch pin. Tap it down a bit. That's down, it's even on both sides. There you go. Front sight's in. To change out the front fiber rod and a front fiber sight, basically what I do is I take my fiber rod and a lighter and I soften it up. You don't want to burn it, but you want to get it softened up. And you push it down a little bit more, so it gives a nice mushroom shape on there. Then I take it the other end and I slide it in through the sight. Slide it in there and pull it all the way out. And you'll see, nice bright dot on there. Now we have to cut the excess off. Cut it off about 1/16 of an inch long. There we go. Now make sure this is pushed in from that side, and now this end we have to mushroom. So I take my lighter, heat it up, and it mushrooms right on there. There you go. Front sight's changed.